That goes out. Just doing my usual. Making sure I'm all prepared and everything. Of course, this is what we have to do. Yeah, we'll go with green. No, one might as well. Just because we can. Although one does have to wonder what my yeah, you know what, might as well while we're here. Okay, that's working. Just gotta make sure everything's up to snuff. Oh, I love this intro. Let's see, where were we? So either way, welcome back to, or welcome to part 4 of Chrono Trigger, where I gotta hit record. But anyway, welcome to part 4 of Chrono Trigger stream, where in the last episode we ended up going into the Middle Ages, ended up defeating some mystics, ended up saving the line at the bridge, and then ended up going back in time because we needed to find some red stone. But then unfortunately we ended up losing our gate key and we can't really do nothing without it. So let's just go ahead and keep it up. But now we gotta take on the reptile lair, and let's see, I think what I gotta do is I gotta review my text, because I actually do want to get the haste. Or should I go for the heal beam? Because the thing about the heal beam is that it actually is going to be pretty useful paired up. But I kind of think that Zero might be a better matchup here, so I think we'll go with him. So I think I got everything I need, except that I just need to de-equip a yeah, we also need to de-equip the helmet. And then that goes there. Let's see. Might not be a bad idea, but I think right now we gotta go with more speed. Yeah, so I'm thinking because Zero might be a better matchup here. So I think we're just going to go that way. Because I think with most of these enemies, especially the reptiles, once we get there, is that they are going to be weaker against lightning-based attacks. No, I went to the wrong one. Of course, I am going to have to fight these guys anyway. I like these guys' names. Could have found some decent treasure if I was a little bit more patient. And then we got 0 to level up, so that's good. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. So what we gotta do first is we gotta shock him. And then it says defensive power decreased when shocked. And then we just get to wail on him after that. Simple enough. So I'm kind of hoping I could get the heal beam for 0. Yeah, I can't really go that way, can I? I'll take that. And I gotta fight these guys. Now you're gonna bring him to the party too. Fortunately, we have ruby vests on, so that ain't gonna do much. Okay, well that one shot at him, so yeah, we gotta wait here. So let's do that, and then let's just go ahead and wail on him. Hopefully that finishes him off. So I do hope everybody out there is doing well. And unfortunately that did not. Yes, that's actually going to be really useful. And we got ourselves a full ether, which is kind of foretelling that we are definitely going to need that. Mostly for Hanko, because we're going to need him to do a lot of lightning in the reptiles lair. Ooh, nice crit. Alright, so this does look like a pretty nice source of experience. And then while we're here, Luca and Marl leveled up, so that's all good. Just move in OBS real quick. And my strategy is I'm trying to take out the mushroom guys first, because I would just rather not have that ape just throw them at us. On a side note, I do love miso soup, and I do like the... Yeah, that's what I wasn't supposed to do. Here I am practicing what I preach. Although 0 is really getting hurt, so we better do something about that. This is a nice wealth of experience we got. It's a 0 cure beam yourself. What was this way? I'm guessing... this might be that treasure from before. I'm gonna have to check that out. Although things have changed between this week and last week. Let's see here now. I gotta go this way this time. Wait for it. There, that's what I was supposed to do. take this. And of course, unfortunately, we couldn't sneak past those guys. Just get rid of the Bulbasaurs here. Although things that have been happening to me lately, I hopefully am starting a new job pretty soon, so they got me coming in early in the morning for training, so that's one of the reasons why my streams haven't been at the same time. I also did decide to test out this one new treadmill they got at the gym today. Although the weird thing about that thing is it's kind of like a like you have to create your own resistance by like tugging on this belt. So I just decided to do like some kind of push sprint with it. So hopefully I should be sleeping good tonight. That's actually helpful. So new strategy, I think Ayla's gonna have to attack this thing. And then we'll just let Hanko and Zero take out the other guy. I mean the bugs. Nice crit. Although the temperature's also been jumping all over the place, so that's one reason people have been getting sick like crazy. That's gonna be pretty helpful. Okay, I was wondering where that was. Oh, damn it, just ran into him. Foolishly. So I think we should be getting closer to the reptile lair. And fortunately, we do have plenty of ethers to work with. So we just had to go ahead and get this guy before he uses discharge on us. And then when that happens, he just unleashes a crap ton of electricity. And then that does not end well for us. Because we are geared to be guarding against fire, and that's going to end badly for us with electricity. Of course, these guys respawn. So I think that we can do this. You know what? Screw it. Let's just kill this thing. Ooh, another nice crit. Where are we with the cure beam? Or with the heal beam? Man, still got a long way to go. Okay, there's one. No, just I'll go for this guy. Mostly because I am just trying to guard against getting countered. So far, my decision to put Zero in actually seems to be turning out to be a good one. There's gonna be something here. Yep, there's something here. So you do that, and then you guys take out the other smaller reptiles. Do not blind me, please. Okay, it does that instead. So I'll just go ahead and work quickly, I hope. Just kick me awake. Well, that's convenient. So what are we looking at for ethers? Okay, well, then again, we got something going for us. Oh, I think I was saving that for frog. Yeah, I think I was. So that's saved. We're all sheltered up. We're good to go. Or maybe not. Anyway, we meet Azala. He's the, or she's the leader of the reptiles. Screw you. Because I think even if you do tell Azala about the key, she's going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not buying that. This is not going to be easy. Anyway, here's the first encounter with Nizbel. So how we're going to handle this is the same strategy. We're just going to use shock and then use physical attack afterwards. Or physical attacks afterwards. That's the way we want to do this. Pretty sure I let my phone die on me just now. Ah, crap. This is always a bad part. It better take some time to heal. So you do that. And then you do that. And then 0 cure beam yourself. Now we just go ahead and wail on this thing. And then hope it works. So I think we better be prepared for that. And we're gonna do that. And then I think we're gonna have 0. You drop a cure beam on Ayla. Ooh, nice crit. Then I think we probably should have 0 cure beam himself. That way we just better be ready for the better be ready for that. So Hanko, you get that. And then you do that. And then we do this. I think 0 better use another cure beam on himself. Also, on a side note, with my style of play for this game, I do love double techs. Kinda hoping this guy dies soon. There we are. Alright, when I say that, I end up winning. Let's see what Azala's got to say. Well, that ended well. Yeah, don't worry, we'll definitely be paying them a visit again. So we did end up getting that stone, didn't we? So it should be here. Okay, there we are. That thing, let's really see how many, because I think, we actually do want to hoard up on these later on because they are going to turn into, like, ruby armor and then better weapons and whatnot. So I think it's probably better we just hoard these for now. Wait, which one? Okay, I want my sweet water, please. So now with all that accomplished, we got to go back to our own gate. But first, let's go ahead and save. Let's see, where's Luca with our techs? Actually, you know what? We'll probably keep Marlin because I want to get that haste up. Or want to get her up to speed with that haste. And then we'll just go ahead and take care of these guys. Fortunately, they're not too tough now. That's that great attack of running into you. Well, it works for Goombas. I don't really know if lightning is that effective against those guys, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it that way. It might be. Oh, it's actually pretty useful. So we do need to re-equip some stuff. Yeah, we did give her the right bow, right? Okay, good. Can't ever tell when they automatically put characters in the game. You know what, let's just fight one more for the hell of it. Because I think it's going to be pretty important for me to get that haste tech up to speed. Especially once we had to go to Magus' castle. But I also think once Zero learns Heal Beam, he does get a double tech for like a double cure. Either way, I'm getting pretty sick of these guys, so I'm just going to use magic. Don't think that's worth the points. Oh, hey Alan, good to see you again. And welcome to the stream. How's everything been today? So I got that. Yeah, so these are the two techs I'm trying to work towards. The haste and also the heal beam. So I think we're pretty much done with all the battles for this particular part. So we're gonna have to jump. But not in the dangerous way. Although I would have preferred dangerous method. So let's do that. And then I think I might have missed. Yeah, so I think I was just gonna bring Zero over there just so he gets something to work with. But meanwhile, what we gotta do is we gotta get to Melchior's place. So that's not it. And I think we're gonna sub Luca in just for this dialogue. Oh, it's a long story. It actually took us about 2 streams. Oh, this music is some nice foreshadowing for where we're gonna end up eventually. Although being a swordsmith must have been a really interesting trade back then. But then again, we have played Zelda: A Link to the Past where where you can get the Master Sword tempered. So one way they have done it is that they've melted down some kind of metal and then put it within an alloy of itself. And then just ended up putting that in a mold, letting it melt. I mean, not melt, but letting it cool off. And then end up just flattening it, sharpening it. That actually does come into play once Chrono Cross happens, but I don't know if we're really going to get into that on this channel. Even though I actually kind of want to. So I think, yeah, we do have a lot of stuff we can sell. Well, we probably could have gotten another helmet. So let's see here. So we can sell off. Yeah, because Luca has a Taven vest, so I think Frog does come with his own armor. So I think we'll sell off 3 just to be safe. And then that gets sold, and then some more of Zero's weapons get sold. Even though that random stop would be useful. But we no longer have a need for it. So now that we got that done, we do have to head back to the Middle Ages. And then let's head in here. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I'd probably have to say that was my favorite Zelda game of them all. That's not it. So it is kind of going to take me a while just to memorize the gates again. It has been a while since I played this. So you know what? Need to get that tech any way I can. So I'm probably going to grind up a little bit for the haste at least. And then maybe the cure or the heal beam. And let's just pick a fight with these guys because we can. Ooh, 3 tech points. Yeah, I think I'm up to that part that's coming up. I have to go to Magus' castle and take it to him. But first, let's get all that. I think we're good there. So I think now we can go there and meet up with Frog. Though we probably should let those snakes cannibalize each other. So let's attack 1. You guys are getting pretty annoying. And that didn't kill him. That is unfortunate. And then unfortunately we gotta put up with this. Oh, while I'm here, I might as well show off the, or show off this robo-tackle. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think the frogs are weak to fire. Though I would like for one to start cannibalizing the other. Okay, well, at least we got a few more tech points out of that. So let's see where we are. 256, still a ways to go. And guess what we have for you? And then we get to see some of Frog's backstory. And we actually do alright, I do have a side quest involving Cyrus much later in the game. Yeah, I guess I must have changed something in Restream or something, so that it looks a little bit different. I don't know. Although it was odd they chose Cyrus as the name of the knight, since one of the first kings of Persia was Cyrus. He is actually the chosen leader for Civilization 6. And then meanwhile, Cyrus and Glenn are just beating the hell out of everything here. Although totally not Wart from Mario. Oh, that was the greatest line of "screw this, I'm out of here." And unfortunately, it really wasn't much of a match for mages. Yeah, that did not go well. Oh, jeez, burned him to death. Pretty gruesome way to go, if you ask me. Although I actually really do like Ozzy. He's that's like one of the funnier characters, considering he's supposed to be this badass villain. So if you're guessing, Glenn would be like 26 now, somewhere there. So let's see, I think I do want to grind up our haste first. So let's get to it. But first, let's see what we gotta work with here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see here, so... And that is what I get for selling all this stuff. Yeah, I really botched this. But I think while we're here, I actually gotta take a Frog to the end of time and then meet with Speakio. And then since I'm getting kind of sick of these guys, let's just extract them. Dunk. But fortunately, these guys aren't too dangerous now. So I'm thinking at some point, well, maybe not at some point, but right now what I gotta do is just get some more equipment to work with. Okay, so it turns out the only the girls can equip berets. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do now is backtrack over to the end of time, just to get that stuff going. Let's see, can I get any helmets while I'm here? Okay, good, I can. So now we're just gonna take Zero stuff and then put it on Zits. So at least that makes it a little bit better. So let's see, I'm not really sure how far I'm gonna get into Magus' castle today. Mostly because I gotta be up early again tomorrow. At least we're getting closer to lightning too. Did I not equip the hero medal on him? I don't think I did. So let's go ahead and fix that right now. Yeah, I think once we get up to the part where Magus' castle is, that's when Frog can use a Masamune. Well, right now we just gotta go ahead and get his magic up and running. So that goes there. And then while we're here, we might as well give Frog the power tab. So now he's got just a little bit more offense. Is everybody healed up? Nope, I guess not. So let's get back to it. Although if I do end up stopping in the middle of Magus' castle, then I'll probably just stop at a save point. So that's probably how we're gonna have to do this. Two tech points. And we got ice water. That's actually going to be pretty useful. Let's see. Let's just check what sword stream is. So that's bubble and spin cut, I'm guessing. Although unfortunately this time bubble doesn't lower your speed. Although that was kind of the way I had to beat Misty and Pokemon Blue was I just had to use Bubble a bunch of times on the Starmie and just lower his speed so much that he couldn't do anything. And then eventually bring in Pikachu to finish him off. I mean, as tedious as it actually was a decent strategy. So I think the way I beat him with Charmander was just I overpowered him so much. So yeah, this is where we gotta go. And then we get some more plot. So we get another flashback with Glenn when he was getting bullied as a kid. Although I really do enjoy this music, I will have to say that. Although it is actually funny how similar Cyrus is to Zack from Final Fantasy VII, when you think about it. This is probably teenager Glenn. I don't know if I'm really going on a limb if I said that or not. Then the hero medal falls off somewhere. Oh, actually, I guess that was there. Oh, the good thing about the hero medal is that we can use that on the Masamune and then get more critical hits. Although I don't know if if other people did this when they were kids, if they had Kermit the Frog voicing Glenn. Oh, I forgot what they did in The Simpsons with the Muppets and medieval. Or going medieval. Don't know why that was a thing. Although, speaking of The Simpsons, I still need some explanation as to why the whole steamed hams thing's a thing. Yeah, I completely agree. This is one of my favorite scenes. Yeah, she got Frog's theme playing, and he's just basically saying, I'm here to fuck shit up. And it's very enjoyable. And extremely satisfying. So I think with these guys, we're gonna have to use magic. So, who am I targeting here? There, that's what I'm targeting. Although it's a good thing they gave us so many ethers in that other place. So let's see, where are we with haste? 150 points still. By the way, it is absolutely mandatory that we get healed before the mages fight. Or the mages fight. Because otherwise there's pretty much no way in hell we're gonna beat them. Or at least not using the strategy I'm gonna use. I mean, it probably is doable if you use Zitz and Zero to fight him. Except the problem is you're a complete liability with fire. But at least the good news about fighting all these guys is that we are, okay, that was interesting. But the good news about fighting all these guys is that at least we do get a bunch of, tech points. You know what, let's test out that double, attack with water. You can go ahead and take out one of them. And then I think the rest of the time we're just going to use the... Yeah, that's what I want. That is actually going to be pretty useful in Magus' castle. Not going to lie. That was definitely worth it, actually. So let's see, Hanko, I think you're going to attack one of the bats. So let's go ahead and do it that way. Okay, this is going the right way. Hey, buddy. It's actually a pretty important hint. But now here we are in the spooky, mysterious Magus' lair. So, let's just go ahead and do this. And then might as well save while we're here. And with these other save files, actually I'm gonna start using them once we end up breaking off into like alternate pathways. And then I'll explain more once we get there. Although Magus' theme is great too. Although this isn't really it, but... So either way, that bat that's been following us the whole time, that actually does turn into something. Okay. Also okay. Let's see what's in here. Gosh, I like those kids in The Shining. So now we're in an extraordinarily creepy room. So let's see what else is here. So I think the way this is going to work is that we're going to have to go up one and then back, and then go up the other one and then go back. And more creepiness. So either way, you get visions of, depending on which character you have, you'd get different visions. And then if we had Luca here, it actually would have been a Tabin instead of the king. And then you have Queen Lean for Frog. And then you have Chrono's mother. Okay, I think Yeah, this should be an enemy, I think. It turns out that bat was a spy. Those remind me of that ride in Disney World with the Haunted Mansion where they said they got 99 ghosts. Although, while we're on the topic, adventures in the Magic Kingdom might not be a bad idea for a stream. Because that is a game I actually really do like, and, you know, it's short, it's fun. Even if it is a shameless self-promotion on Disney's part, but, yeah, what are you gonna do? So I think we're gonna start by, going to the left. Okay, 0 leveled up, that's cool. 116. So I think after we get, that level up, probably should fight this guy. And these skeletons are, of course, like dry bones where you do have to use magic in order to kill them. Well, that didn't work out. So I'm kind of guessing we can't use magic on that Omicron, or Omnicron. Well, fortunately, whacking me in the face with a mace didn't really do much. Or a flail. So let's see, where are we on this? 111. Because I'm kind of thinking I want to use 0 for this boss fight. Well, then again, they are skeletons. It's not like they have brains or anything. But then again, here I am trying to bring logic into video games. So that we should be able to finish this guy off. Alright, so... yeah, unfortunately we gotta do this again. I think we're gonna let 0 handle this part because I do feel like he is a better matchup for... Is that evade? Yeah, I think he's a better matchup for Slash. But then... I think we're gonna switch this. Just because I do want 0 to have more speed and more curability. Because for better or worse, 0 is our only healer. Kinda jumped the gun on this one. I don't think this is gonna work, but let's see. And the reason I say that is because it's a dark elemental. And I'm right. This is a shame. Okay, well at least we got some pretty interesting text to work with. Oh, that's cool. I actually do that a lot too. Or I just have streams on in the background whenever I'm doing stuff. Slush. Yeah, great insult there. So let's just get that on. And the thing with Slash is he is a very strong fighter physically. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, I mean, we just got through the really creepy stuff. Yeah, there's a hero medal. I think we can just keep this up and then we'll hopefully be alright. And then he does drop Slasher, which is actually a really, really useful weapon for Hinko. Oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I think we gotta use a Cure Beam on Chrono pretty soon. So let's just go ahead and be ahead of the game a little bit. Yeah, let's see how well you do with this. It was a good thing I did give Zero a little bit more speed. Do that and then... Yeah, don't really think Zero has any useful double text with these guys. Although we could actually try that triple tech at some point. I will say that X Strike's actually been working pretty well. That was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Although I did not need that. Okay, at least I got that one off. Think, yeah, Zero better do something about himself. This could be painful. And it is. Oh, that's when he starts doing this. This is gonna be pretty annoying. You know what? Slurp Hinko. May not be the smartest idea. That's how you know what, never mind, I end up winning. Now we got ourselves a slasher. This is actually a really useful sword. And we got speed with it too. That is most terrific. So I think we can replace the bandana with the defender. Or the power glove if we want more offense. Yeah, I think we'll go with a little bit more offense here. And then I'm still trying to decide who I want for the next fight. Because I do need to get Frog and Luca some techs. I think I might just end up doing it that way. Oh, did I not get that Taven vest from... Damn it, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, that was kind of a big mistake on my part. Then I think we can just let so let's see, let's let Zitz do this. And then we're gonna firewall the rest of these guys. No, I missed it. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna let this one play itself out. Okay, so I was wrong about that using magic on them. I think I'm getting that mistaken with someone else. Yes, I'm gonna take your treasure. Just gotta wait for it. That is never a good sign. Yep. So we gotta get rid of the guy who's doing all the healing first. That was stupid. So I think we're gonna have to do this. Just take him out, and then... Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll just go ahead and firewall these guys. Of course, if they move close enough. That's gonna be the problem here. Nah, screw it. Let's just napalm. Of course, that would have worked a lot better if people were in closer proximity to each other. But that's what we're up against here. He did use Crimson Rain on me, so that's why I'm losing HP. Although, do Luca and Frog learn something together? I guess not. So at least we got a more sound strategy with this, because now we can use the ice water once Hanko's done taking out this guy, or that Jin. It's actually funny because I did just fight the Jin in Final Fantasy 6 or Final Fantasy 3. Yeah, I keep getting that mixed up. So I'm not really caring about these bats, or don't really care for these bats that are going ahead and draining my MP. Although at least we're getting plenty of ethers to fill up on. So 57 for that, 95 for that. I am a little bit more banged up than I need to be going into this fight. So I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to just throw a bunch of tonics out and then do it that way. And then let's see what time it is. At 10:30. So I think after the fight with Flea, I am gonna have to call it. And we'll do that. I think that should be enough. So I'm gonna try and go into this with who I think's a better matchup though. Well, that is not going to be helpful. But I don't really think I need And of course, that thing that was following us the whole time happened to be Flea. That's like funny because they named all these guys after musicians. Of course, you had Ozzy as Ozzy Osbourne, you had Slash as Slash the guitarist from Guns N' Roses, and then Flea the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Although it was funny that Flea was in Back to the Future as one of Biff's cronies. Although that is why I took that... Ah, crap. That is why I took that, Slasher 2 first. Chuckle. And really what the thing with Flea is, he just uses a lot more magic and then relies on status ailments. kinda hoping that Aura does end up changing status. Because if not, I might be in trouble. I'll just have a heal ready just in case. Nope, nothing. Let's see if we can't get a counterattack going. Turns out that didn't do much. Probably should have just stuck with high magic defense. Crap, I better cure myself. Though I am kinda hamstrung from using techs. Though it may not be a bad idea to... That's like, wait, what am I doing? So this is what I wanted to do. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. So let's do that, and then snag and slash. Like the sound of that. Oh, he's gonna do Chrono every time. Yeah, I think we kinda gotta be ready for that. Yeah, I think if he's gonna do that every time I end up attacking, I might as well hit him hard with it. Yes, game logic, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, he didn't do the, Alright, I'm not gonna argue. Crap. Not need that. Do that. And then, good thing we brought a ton of these. And the fortunate thing about beating Flea is that we do get the Flea vest. Or that's like, no, wait, that's not in this particular part. Never mind. Let's see, we're gonna let Frog get that. And that has mostly to do with the fact that we need heal to succeed. Speaking of which, where are we on that? Hi, Marcio. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Actually, I've gotten a decent chunk of an audience from Brazil before, so good to hear from you. Let's get that one. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and deal with this part, and then make sure we get our techs. So we're only, yeah, we're only about 2 fights away from that. So I'm kind of thinking the spin cut might be the way to go with this. Okay, good. At least we can one-shot him with that. And really what I'm trying to do here is just make sure I get enough tech points so that Frog and Marl end up learning their next respective techs. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and make this happen. Although these are actually good enemies to farm for mid-ethers on. Yeah, so that's only about 1 fight away. And we're not going to take that just yet. Because I think that's more of a exit to the next area type of thing. I think we should at least get heal out of this. Let's see if we... Okay, so we can actually leave. So I am curious if I do end up leaving, if that negates everything I did. Not exactly in the best condition though. Of course I gotta deal with this stuff. Although these hinges are going to be pretty annoying. Largely because I have the hurricane kick. Oh, hey Jaden, good to see you. Oh, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it is definitely a pretty badass theme. I'll definitely agree with you on that one. So I'll just go ahead and make sure we just take care of business here. God, it's pretty important not to look past anyone. Jeez, how close are we to that haste? Okay, only about a few more fights. Of course, we gotta deal with those guys again. Not taking any chances. Slightly frightening. Or at least it could be. You never know. God, I better start healing soon. This isn't more of a death by 1,000 cuts scenario. Either way, I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be seeing you for some more of these. That should be it. I guess not. So let's see, cure, and cure, and while we're here, cure. That's a nice little all of the above scenario. So let's see, I think how we're gonna handle this is we're just gonna have Chrono and Frog take care of these guys, or the Djinns. And then we'll just have Frog and Merle finish everybody else off with ice water. Unfortunately, we do kind of have to wait for it. I'm gonna get to a safe spot pretty soon. Yeah, while we're here, let's just go ahead and equip that. Yeah, too bad they're dead. Well, actually, they're technically not dead, but... Wait, did that say thou canst not run? So we got this Prince of Persia looking dungeon. And then, fortunately, these things actually will damage you if you get hit by them, but fortunately they're not too hard to avoid. And then watch me get hit by one. So who needs more magic defense? As I think Zitz does. And then, of course, because it has to get a little bit tougher, this happens. Okay, I'm not gonna argue. We got ourselves a Doom Finger. Unfortunately, that gives Zero a little bit more offensive power. And then there's this part. So we gotta go ahead and just avoid the rolling ball. And then we are probably gonna have to end up fighting a few enemies. Oh, this is actually a pretty interesting effect for on Super Nintendo. Okay, there are definitely holes here, so we gotta be careful. Yeah, I missed that one. So let's just go ahead and finish this, hopefully. Yeah, I could definitely see why that would throw people off. Just because they're just kind of hanging out there. And then it probably does seem like it's more aesthetic. But at least, fortunately, it does prevent us from getting into fights at that point. So, barrier, shelter. Of course, now I gotta figure out which one's the right one. I think it's the one on the right. Nope. Oh, it's just that thing. That. Okay, so this thing's more of an annoyance than actually being a threat. I gotcha. I think while we're here, let's just get Lucas some playing time. And then you get a ruby vest. Okay, cool. Turns out this was a save point. Not falling for that. Would have healed up before, Okay, now we can go ahead and get Lucas some playing time. Although I probably should give Zero some more playing time too, just so he can get that heal beam. But then again, that protect might actually be pretty important, because they've been giving us a bunch of barriers. So let's see what this piece does. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Goes that way. And then... Ah, damn it, almost hit it. Now it changes every time. That's interesting. Except the good news is they actually do at least let you remember where the pitfalls are. Because that kind of would have sucked if you had to do the whole thing from memory. So... Oh, what? That one counted. So, let's see, it was down, and then left. Unfortunately, hit detection wasn't on my side. So I think that we should get there soon. Okay, well that's at least a save point, so we can probably use that. That should always be across from the save point. That goes there. That is annoying. So let's see, it was in the left last time, so we're gonna try up. Seriously? Thought I had that one, but turns out they actually had one last one. So I think we could try down this time. Okay, good. So stay there, stay up. And then you're gonna show up now. Of course, we gotta deal with these guys. Try and reset them, see if that works out. Might not have been the best idea to... Actually, yeah, because of that hint we got earlier about the jugglers, that we actually should use magic against them. Oh god, run from the thing that actually looks more like the slimes from Dragon Warrior. So where's Luca with that protect? Just go here and then check it out soon. So we got some good out of that. Ah, crap, I left that one on. See, to answer your question, yeah, I can definitely see how the flea fight would be frustrating. But see, fortunately, I did pack plenty of heals. Let's see what the heck is up here. So I think, yeah, we want Chrono and Frog getting the birds, and then Luca getting the goblins. Especially if you end up getting chaos used on you at the wrong time. Or if he ends up using that on the wrong person. Because I know I definitely had some bad runs with confusion in Final Fantasy 3. Nope, jeez. We should probably use a few slurps after this. So I think same strategy. We want Luca handling the jugglers, and then Chrono and Frog double teaming the outlaws. Okay, note to self, they can do that. That's important to know. So I think that he's got the magic defense. I hit the wrong guy. So he's got that on, so he should have physical defense off. Alrighty, that's dealt with. Is this the last one? Oh, great, we got 4 of these guys. You guys take care of that one. And then you just clean up the rest of the mess. We should be getting a little bit closer though to the end. And then Luca, go ahead and take it away. Probably a good idea I got her some playing time. Getting some big minutes in this part. And then you're out of minions, buddy. Although that does beg the question, I don't know how many enemies we killed so far. Sweetness. So that's more speed. So I think we can, you know what, I probably should have given this to Luca. Well, that didn't work out. Turns out these things are strong against fire. So I think that's the strategy we've been going with so far. And so far it's been pretty effective. Then this guy's gonna get a shot in. Because that's how that's gonna go. So how much closer are we? Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see, I think we'll just heal. And then let's see if we can hit everybody with this. Alright, well let's see what this does. Okay, but not great. Is that the last one? Okay, I guess it is. Or at least until we get to this part. Got to deal with that. And then you do that. And then you do this. fortunately, having fire on those jugglers is definitely making life a lot easier. So you go ahead and burn him down. Let's do that. He is actually right about that. So what we gotta do is we gotta do something a little bit different. And that is we gotta attack the cranks. And unfortunately, this is one of the easier fights in this game. Although 4th time's the charm, we hope. And there you go. And bye-bye. So yeah, that was the Aussie fight. One of these is a save point I need to take. That is not it. And unfortunately, as much as I hate to do this, it's getting kind of late and I gotta be up pretty early tomorrow. More like 5:30 or 6 to be specific. So even though I do want to get the Magus boss fight over with, unfortunately I shouldn't. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll just go with 5. Yeah, so unfortunately, since I just got stuff to do early tomorrow, so even though I actually do want to fight mages now, unfortunately I really shouldn't. But either way, I hope you guys can understand, so thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and also, Mega Man X Hard Type is up next for Saturday. I think I might try and stream some Fester's Quest Friday, depending on how I feel. But either way, I'll see you guys later.